right now. The good thing about the YouTube is that you get to see all of the charts that are being thrown up, right? So when I talk about it, that's what is going on. So QIWI is pumping right now. QIWI. Just look at LNG. LNG is still a buy for me above 104. Looks to be going sideways, but we still like LNG. Need to put that down. That's natural gas, by the way. I did brush up on VVS, so.
GNUS, Genius Brands, Benzinga exclusive here. Genius Brands CEO Andy Hayward
GNUS
on the company news. Paul Robinson has been named managing director of
GNUS is shuffling their management team, is what they're saying.
Paul Robinson is the strongest
there's that. Look at ESPR is pumping, OESX is pumping, MCHX is pumping, MBIO is pumping. These are all midday pumps, guys. MBIO just pumped. It's at 203. OESK just pumped at 361. So again, if they're making intraday's highs, they're probably going to go higher, right? So just that's
GNUS, Genius Brand shares.
So
they're volume following that exclusive comment.
All right, so they're shuffling management. GNUS has got a lot of volume coming in. It's probably going up, so I'm not sure if it's the intraday high. I don't have the chart up. AKUS is pumping right now. It is at 861 for an intraday high, and this is the way we roll. So so typically if things like so you can if a stock's doing this right on the long term, but on the short term too, like the intraday, it's going to continue typically to do this unless there's a sell-off towards the end or it just starts to go flat, right? What you don't want to see is this, but this takes a long time. This is like a good intraday, and then you'll see a sell-off, right? That's what you want to avoid. Take your profits and live to fight another day, right? So DMS is pumping right now. TRUE is pumping right now. ITI is pumping right now. So we can do those, or we can do charts. So just let me know what you guys want to do, or we can do Crow. I just brushed up on what Crow and VBS is doing. Apparently, you can absolutely you can buy VBS on Crow. You cannot buy a lot of VBS. So they're trying to push the whale. What they're doing is they don't want big whales in there, and they're just giving the common man a way to actually get in on the ground floor. So VBS, I just figured it. I just saw it. I just read about it. I'm not an expert by any means on VBS. What happened to the wall behind you? Well, it is a glass. Dude, this warehouse is like 1940. So that's glass block, and then above it, that picture there, it's really not a picture. That's my DNA. I did that literally. I'm not kidding you. That is, and that's just to really block the light. But that's my DNA. I did that like 8 years ago when it was cool, But I've got other pictures. I've got a lion there. I've got here. You can see. Got a lion there. I've got the bull, the cash there. I got the lion up there. Right, I got the Bloomberg on.
That's Lima Charlie.
Delta
L.
So we're rolling, bro. And we got the AI is pumping. AMC, we did it before. Let's do it again. Got it up right now. Where to get back in it? I'm not kidding you, man. This is so. I guess like I love you, apes. I really do. 30 is where you might nibble again, but I really wouldn't. It's really going to take me to 35. And then, if I'm being honest with you and myself, I'm not jumping back until 45. Like, you literally got a good 30% here. It needs to go back up. The relative strength is low. It's rarely crossed 50 since September. So, it's in a bad way. And the biggest thing is you get insiders selling. So, you probably know that. So, where would I start to really start to buy back is 45. It's at 29 now. It's up 4% today, 4.5%. So there you go. That's AMC. What's up, Armando, I love it. What's up, bro? Thoughts on Matterport? I am long Matterport. I don't see how you can be. It's down 9 today. This could be a buy the dip day. Now, if it keeps dipping, so I'd like to see it go green tomorrow, but it looks like it went down further, and now it's back up to 28. I'd probably wait until we get a green candle above. It's not real definite here. Clearly, you stay long above 24, but you really want, if you really want to start to nibble again and probably get real long, I'd wait till about 30-ish. 30-ish. That's the Matterport, brother. Baba, I just looked at, man. It is so. Look at CQQQ. CQQQ is all the Chinese stocks. It is literally at a big time support that it's hit 4 different times, literally in the past 2 months. So Baba is just. I'm not sure what it's doing today, but I will look it up for you. It's down 1. It's still basing. It's still doing this, right? It's got to do this first before it can do this, right? So there's no way I'm buying like this. It starts doing this, no. It starts doing a little bit of that, then you might nibble. But again, Baba, I just think per the geopolitical risk, it is uninvestable. There you go. That's my thoughts. Again, not financial advice. That's just what I think and what I would do. Were I going to look at Baba. Appreciate you, Morton. I gotta say that right. Morton, shout out, brother. Flutter Entertainment, what's up? Never even heard of it. I'm glad you brought it up because I'm guessing that is a OTC. There it is. OTC it is. PDYPY. It's in a bad way, bro. That's bad. Very bad. So you've got the super trend says no. The technicals say nothing. I don't even know when you get long in this thing. You could probably get long around 84. It's at 67. It's not a penny stock, though. Good Lord. I'm not sure what the market cap is. I guess I can check it. I'm not seeing it. I got to click on financials and stuff. Never mind that. But I am looking for the last the whole year. Yeah, you might try to start nibbling at 81, but it's doing this. It needs to flatten out. It needs to start doing this before I even take any chance on this. If you're in this, you should have gotten out a long time ago. That would have been at the 81 mark. So sorry, bro. That's just the way I see it. Plus, it's OTC, so understand that you're taking a bigger risk there. But it looks like it's gone way up in the last 2 years. So congratulations there, because back in start of 2020, well, let me take that back. March of 2020 it was at 31. So, and then it went all the way up to 120. Yeah, it's in a bad way going down, bro. So, but not the worst stock. Let's just say that's one of the better OTC stocks that I've seen. So again, one of the better OTC growth in OTC stock. Not the good trade right now, though. There you go. Let's get it. Shout out to Ricky there. Ricky, baby. Melly. What's up with the Melly? MELI really quick. I'll get that real quick. Let's see what's pumping right now. LZ. GRPH is pumping right now. BBAR is pumping. BBAR is pumping big time. LZ is pumping, and VKTX is pumping. That's Viking Therapeutics, I believe. All right, Melly, we go. Melly is kind of the same thing as the OTC stock, as Flutter. Freaking expensive stock. Yeah, this is the. Is this not the Amazon of like South America? I forget. Anyway, here. I mean, this is very clear cut. Like, all your support is at 1,300. It needs to go back above that, man. That's a long way to go. But this stock can move. Like, it was just there 7 to 8 days ago, so it's not like it can't get back there. It's up today, so maybe it's finding the bottom today. But I would not start nibbling until it's above 1,300. And again, that could be less than 10 days away. So I don't know if I would keep holding, though. I tell you that. This was a good stock up until literally mid of November. Well, I can't say it. It was a good stock up until 1st of September. It's got a smaller float too, at 44 million, so it can move fairly quickly. So that's Melly. That's Mercado Libre, by the way. Didn't know. AMD simple, man. You just stay long. What's up, MEB 2080? Shout out. How about the FAZ? FAZ, the FAZ 3X. All right, so this is the bear. It was up yesterday. Now, again, it resets every day. That's what you got to realize. You cannot use this consistently, especially on the bear side. Now, yesterday, or really the last 3 days prior to this one, you could have used it. And it did really, really well. It was probably up about 15% yesterday, maybe even more than that. Yeah, that this is not one that I would use as far as, but again, you can use it on a daily basis. It is 3x, so if the market's down 2, you're up 6. So congratulations on yesterday. Today you're down 9 though, so that's not good. There you go. LAC, we're staying long, baby. That's Elmer Zick. Yeah, so LAC is one of my favorites. It is down, I believe, today a little bit. Yeah, in fact, it's down the last 3 days. Down 1. I think that one, just stay long. It did just broke down under the 20-day, which is not good. I think at 35, you can jump back on the horse and add here. I like the lithium. I like that rare earth is going to be used. I don't think you can go wrong. I've got calls on LAC, so I do have a rooting interest in it. But again, for you, if I'm you and I'm getting back into this, yeah, my calls are down the last 2 days, by the way. 36 is where 36-ish is where I jump back in. Or start to nibble and start to buy back. You're only, I mean, the all-time high is 41, so you're not too far away from that. So what's up? Thanks, brother. More likes to track with that. Okay. London stock got an OTC here. Yeah, Ricky Bobby. What about NU Holdings IPO coming out? Don't know. I'm just all about price, right? I'm just TA trend analysis. That's all I do. I do not look at. There are catalysts that swirl every day in the 7,000 stocks or 17,000 cryptos now. So for me to keep up with everything popping, I just can't do it. What I do know is there's one thing that actually matters, and that's price. We like stocks that are doing this. If you guys are in stocks doing this, you've probably had a Discord or a subreddit tell you it's about to pump. Great. I'm not saying that they're wrong, because they're not. It's just, when is it going to pump? Are you going to continue to hold 30% down and then it pumps 32%? I'm not sure if that's the smartest thing to do. Hey there, Facebook 302 long. Let's look. I don't have the Fibonacci, but you're long at 302. You're in the money still. Damn, bro, you rode that all the way up to 381, and now you've let it come down. I mean, I can see how you did that. Yeah, I'd stay long at three. I don't have a line drawn there. At 300, you got to jump out. I mean, it's really going to fall then. I'm not sure. Yesterday and the day before just killed it. Literally, just put a fork through it. I think you can start to nibble at 315, and then we get a little higher. This is a really good level right here. Put you right on the 50-day at 333-ish, but then you got to fight the 20-day too. So 333 is really where I start to get long again and let this thing get back up. And then about 350, about 360, you're real long at that point. So that is Facebook. So if at 302, man, I might be taking the profits here for sure. And then just let it do what it's going to do. It needs to find a direction. Right now, the direction's down. It needs to find this direction. Again, it's just been a month since it found that direction. So there you go. Appreciate it. Did you get the vaccine? Yes, I'm not an anti-vax, but I did get the vaccine. In fact, I'm probably going for a booster in the next two weeks. But I'll tell you something. That's probably my last one. This is I don't. We can't keep now. Once a year, I can see that, but I'm not getting 3 or 4 shots a freaking year. Just because we can't vaccinate the damn world. So all right, Intel. Why is that not coming up? Let me look on my. What's going on with that? Am I just spelling it wrong? Yeah, it's INTZ. That's what I put in. Come on, man. That's not it, man. What is up? Intel, INTC. My bad. Here you go.
Just follow up on the FTC headline that the FTC is suing to block NVIDIA's merger.
FTC is suing to block NVIDIA's merger, so that is going to be some big news. So if you're in that stock right now, you might want to take a little bit off the table. NVDA is being blocked from a merger. So, all right, INTC, which is a competitor of NVIDIA, and you are about to base out again. Wow, man. So it's at 49.6, and the base right now is at 48 for the year. I think I'd probably, if it goes below that, I would get out. Here's where I get in. Boy, it's really defined. 52.50-ish. Is where I get in. I get longer at 55, and I get real long at 58. At 58, you can get real long. There's a lot of supply, but that's way back in April and March. Or March, April. So there you go. Where I get long is the 50. Let me do it right for you. The 52.50-ish mark. There you go. That's Intel. What up? Appreciate you guys. Civil War. I don't think a Civil War's coming, bro. Nobody's that stupid. Nobody is that stupid. What's up, man? What's up, Fritz? Walmart it is, WMT. So here's what I'm hearing about WMT. So we have an e-commerce company, largest women's wholesale hat company in the Southwest. So here's the deal. Walmart's third party is their growth is more than Amazon's growth. Why is that big? Well, it's got a lot of catching up to do, but it's gaining on Amazon. But right now, Amazon is at a turning point. Literally, it is at a base support. It's at 135. The base support sits at 134. So if it goes below that, it can easily drop to 130 really quickly. This thing has dropped in 1 month. It went from 152 to 135. Doesn't sound like a big drop, but that's a big drop for an aircraft carrier. This thing is worth what? $384 billion. All right, so where do you get long this thing at? I don't think you can get back long on Walmart till 143. Again, not that far away. It's really the last 5 days have killed Walmart. Like literally, it's down. Last 5 days, it's down 12 points. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot to Walmart. So I get long at 143, and by that time, it's going to be looking up like this, and you can probably see all-time high very, very soon. It's done a double top. The last double top was in the 5th of May, the 5th of November. So there you go. That's Walmart, Fritz. GGPI. What's up with GGPI today? We did this one yesterday. It's not in a bad way. It is down the last 3 days, though. Base support's at 11.7. 11.70-ish is the base support. If it goes below that, you got to jump out. There's not a lot of TA. Unless you get down here, at the $10 mark, right? Just because it pumped. So 11.5 is where I jump out. It's a hold for me. It would be a hold for me right here. But again, I'd be looking at taking profits. So whatever capital you have in, I'd get that capital out. I'd just be playing with profits at this point. That's GGPI. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if there is a catalyst behind it, but that's what I see. All right, let's see what's pumping right now. I keep saying CLVR is pumping, VIRX is pumping, and MNOV is really pumping. MCW is pumping as well. That's what you get with the AI. Again, it's not an all-time highs, it's intraday highs, right? So that's one of the last hour of trading is one of the whilst. The opening is extremely wild, but the last hour can get really, really wild too. All right, what are we doing here? Does anyone want to video with? All right, bro. What's up? What's up? What's up? Appreciate it. Do I dump ASN before dump ASAN? What's it doing? I mean, it's up one. Is the report come out today? It's up one. That's really tough to know. But yesterday it was down so bad. But that could have been macro. It did fall a lot yesterday. 10 points or $10. Let me just tell you this. I would hold. You can get out after hours. I don't know what platform you're on, but you can get it as long as you're not on Robinhood. And even then, you might no, you can't. ASAN so where you jump out at is $80. I'd be real stern about that. It did break some serious resistance, serious support at 100. That now becomes resistance. So I would not even look to nibble on this until it gets above 100. Really, I'd like to see it above 112, and then you can start to nibble and get back in it. But right now, man, it is doing some. I mean, it's been up to 94 today, and now it's back down to 90. So it did do. But most stocks did that today. So 1% is hard to tell. It is continuing to fall. By the way, we have BRDS is pumping right now. 852, 864 now is moving. So all right, what else are we doing? PaySafe. PaySafe. Let's see what it's doing. Hate it. So you gotta know more about this stock than me because I know nothing about this stock. I can tell you this: it's basing out, which is not good. This was a $18 stock. It's now a $3 stock. You know, it's a 500% down. So what I'm telling you is it needs to base out. It needs to go sideways. It needs to get above. At $5 is when I'd start to nibble, but at $5 you could see it really run and fill that gap to $7. It gets to 5, it will go to 7 pretty quickly. Just know that. There you go. That's how we're rolling. I did look at Walmart. Gave you my civil info. PayPal. Yes, let's do PayPal. PYPL. PayPal Holdings. It's made a strong return. It had a bad day yesterday. It looks like it based out yesterday. It's back up a little bit today. Man, this is. I did this one about 3 days ago. So what I said then is what I'll say now. It's just in a bad way. I could see something around 230 again. A long way to go here, and the relative strength has not even been above 50 since September. So just so you know, relative strength, right? If relative strength is 31, that means there's literally 70% of stocks are doing better than PayPal, right? So it's a bad trade right now. You could try to get long at 213-ish, and then it's got a big gap up all the way to 229. You'll see that one real fast, but it's got to get back to 213 first. It really does. I don't know what's wrong with this stock. This is a very good stock going into July, and then it just fell off. I think didn't they go under an investigation? I think that's what it was. So Bio, what's up with Bio? Biorad, man, not the worst trade here. Like, so it's making lower highs though. That's the thing. It's going into a wedge shape, guys. In about a week, it will hit the absolute wedge. It looks like it should break up, I would think, but it's riding the lower trend line up. It is like, I mean, it's all right. Look, I know this is going to be backwards, but hang with me here. All right, so you can see it here. You can see it right there. There's where you jump out at 707. Right, and it's just riding that trend line all the way up. So it is what it is there. I would, it's in a good spot. You can nibble here. You really can. I get real long above 782, but understand the relative strength is about 50. I mean, it needs to really get above that, but it's at 50. It's been below that for a while, going back to October time frame. So, like I said, it's a hold right here. If it gets above 780, go long, boom. And you could see all-time highs at 828, 2 or 3 months. There you go. That's bio. What's up? Is it Shask? What's up? Thanks for the follow, boys and girls. I appreciate it. I made over 120% of my investment on Victoria VR. Let's talk about Victoria VR. Victoria. Is that even a stock? Or are we talking about let me do this. Let me go to, all right, give it to me again. Victoria. I'm getting a big bag of nothing on the Victoria. Victoria, you wanted to call it VR. I see it. Oh, it's on KuCoin. All right, we can look at that. Yeah, well, bro, it's been like out one day. I can't do anything with that. Congrats on getting into the pre-mine or whatever, or the IDO. It's awesome. Shout out Danny Love, making a little money. Awesome. You should I buy? I think Matterport's it's a hold, almost a buy. You would buy Matterport at we just did it. And I should have remembered. Matterport's a buy at. It's real close to it. Let's just call it, just for round numbers, 30. It's 28.5 right now. Shout out Relinquish. I'm glad you guys are making some cash today. Awesome. I got it. Relinquish. I answered the question, brother. Global Foundries. Is that the found? Oh, that's the crypto. That's right. Let me see what. Global Foundries. Or is that the stock? Yeah, I'm not finding it. Did it just go public? It must have just gone public, so it's going to be on Trading View. Good Lord, I got to go back to Trading View. Global Foundries again. All right, here we go. GFS. It just came out. Stay long. Super Trends got it as a buy. Technicals have it as a neutral, just because there's not a lot of. It's at 65.91. That's actually the support would be at 65.11. It had two bad days, but now it's green today. Congratulations on that. It just went negative though. Just so you know, that's what it looks like here. But that's GFS. That's a hold for me. Did it just pump?
Coming up after the close, earnings from
I don't know. AXUS just pumped, and IAC is pumping as well. Those are intraday highs, just so you know. I would hold right here, let it get above 71, and I'd start buying. That would be the breakout again. But again, not a lot of TA here. It's literally a month, right? So there's a lot that goes into that. Alibaba is cheap. Yes, Baba is cheap, and there's a reason why it's cheap, because it's a sorry stock right now. The geopolitical risk in Baba is off the charts. I wouldn't even touch it with a 10-foot pole. It's doing this. It would literally need to do this, and so talk to me when it starts to get on an uptrend. I don't think you'll see it anytime soon. No, it's not a great time to buy Baba at all. We had a guy buy it at. He bought Baba at 125, and he thought, can't go any lower, right? Well, it's 122 today. Remember, crude went negative 30 last year. Let me say that again, negative 30. So yes, things can go to zero, and they can go to zero very quick. In fact, Baba, the rumor is the CCP has asked them to delist from American stock exchanges. So your money will evaporate, just so you know. If Kathy Wood's selling out of Baba, that's a really strong signal, because she buys things. She buys literally things at the bottom. She is bottom feeding a lot now. Always love your thoughts on stocks. Thanks, Ross. Appreciate you, brother. Matterport, yes. Naked, yes. Let's do naked. I think you asked that this morning, and I did not get to it. I'm sorry. Naked. It's not Basin. But at 50 cents, you got to jump out, bro. It will go to zero. It can go to zero. Nobody has confidence this stock. Now, this stock will pump. It's got a big float. How's it pumping like, it's pumped 4 times and since June. So here we go. Where do you get long this thing, man? So this will get you above the 200-day bull bear pivot. It'll get you above the 20-day, and it'll get you above the 50-day, right? And so right at 72. Let's just call it 75 for 75 cents, right? You're not too far from that, but that's literally a good resistant line right there. You get above that, you could see a pump back again at 90. If it busts through 99, 92-ish, get real long. That's where I start. I go big. So that is naked. Meta ETF. What about? I don't think it's a bad trade. The Meta ETF. Yeah, it's so. Understand where it's at. So it went down to the 50-day. The price has now bounced back a little bit to 565. The 50-day sits at the 1532. Right. The support. That's right at support. Is 1546. Understand if it goes underneath that, you could see easily, 15. So watch yourself where you're at here. You really need another green day. For me to get real long in this, I need to see it above really 616. No, I take that back. I'd really like to see it above 1640. That's what I would get long again. 1640, which is where it was yesterday when it started the day. So there you go, 1640-ish. I actually like this ETF. I like the metaverse. It's a $1 trillion opportunity. I don't know why nobody wouldn't. So there you go. How much have you lost? I lose a lot. Today on calls, I've lost $200. And most of those calls are actually Dow stocks that I've lost on, but they're like, it's mostly future stocks. So I had crude above 76. It's at 66. So yeah, lost a lot there on crude. Crude did not hold. Did not see Omicron coming though, right? Literally, Omicron's been here for what, a week? Like Friday? So give me a break. So our plug with the hang on. What's pumping? IAC is pumping, guys, big time right now. Just so you know. All right, what are we doing? We're doing plug. Yes, plug it is. PLUG. We did it this morning. It's not the worst trade yet. So it's funny how everything goes to support. So right now the support is 35.30. 35.30-ish. You're at 36.5 right now. I would not get long in the stock till really 40. Let's just call it 43. I get real long at 53. So 43, you can start to nibble back, and then I can see it breaking out at 48 though. Like, where is this one at? Yeah, 48's a breakout. Sorry. 48's where I get real long, but 43 is where I jump back in and start to nibble right there. That you're still above the 50-day, the 200-day. You're above the trend line. You only have to defeat the 20-day at the 41.30. So that's not the worst trade right now, even though the relative strength is 43%. There you go, BBIG. We got a little meme stock, little Vinco Ventures. It's basing out again, man. There's nothing good about this. You probably know more about this than me. CNF is pumping right now. So BBIG, you probably know more about this because of the whatever Discord group you're in, that this thing could pump. It could pump at any time. It's got a small float. If I'm just giving you the actual resistance, I'd get long at 530-ish. At 530-ish, you can get long in BBIG. Leo, shout out to you. Geo it is. Geo, what's up with Geo today? Have not. What is going on with IAC? Listen to it. Pumping. Just going nuts. It's literally a rocket. New high. It's crazy. Love it. Love it. So if you swing trade or you day trade, Trade Ideas has the AI. Boom, you can jump to it and hopefully jump in. You know, sometimes it doesn't always work, but on that one, I promise you, it would have worked. All right. So on GEO, the GEO group, it's a REIT, just so you know. So it's not going to move much. It dropped out, but it's back up above the 200-day bull bear pivot. God, the last 2 days have killed it too. Wow. So you want to get long above where it was, literally where it started the day yesterday. And that's about 860-ish. 860-ish. I feel really confident there. You still got to get past the 20-day at 896, but at 8. Let me do this again. 860-ish. That's where I start to really nibble, and give me a full green candle above 860-ish, a full green day candle. I get real long on Geo. Shout out Urban Life Traveler. What's up, Lucid? We love the Lucid. Yeah, gotta stay long here. It did reach 46 up to 48 now. I think that you can. This is a hold for me, right? I would be buying. Do know that 47. It gets to 47. You got to jump. You might want to just take profits at 47. Jump out. So you really need a green day tomorrow. Where do you get long at? You really can't get long until it gets close to the 55 mark, right? I mean, you're $7 away. It's a great relative strength. It's at 55 right now. So 55 relative strength. 55 is where I get long. Lucid's a hold long. I actually like that long term. To me, that's over the next 3 months. Remember, guys, we're still in the best three, supposedly, right? The best 3 months historically for stocks. November, December, and through January, right? Historic, going back 7 years, 1951. So there you go. Appreciate it. It is going up hard. DIK. You really want me to say that name? DIK USD, huh? Is that what I'm thinking it is? Nope, it is a OTC stock. Let's see. DIK. No, Saint Center. Love the name, brother, but I got Dinka, and I'm not seeing it, bro. So that must be again, there's 17,000 cryptos, 100 more hit the market every day. So, hey, if it's doing this, guys, I got no problem with it. If it's Shiba, if it's Catgirl, if it's Doge, whatever. If you want to call them shit coins, if it's doing this, I'm all for making money. I do not discriminate, right? I don't care. If the shovel outside of this warehouse is doing this in price, I'm jumping in, right? Especially if it's in a breakout. You know, it's simple, guys. Like if you guys don't watch me in the morning, here it is. Why do you want to be in stocks that are doing this, right? Yeah, maybe they'll pump because you're in a Discord, maybe, right? But you sleep so much better when the stock's doing this. Now we got Omicron, we got macro issues, right? I get that, right? You're going to have some bumps in the road. But if it's doing this, believe me, you can sleep a lot easier knowing that, what's it going to do? Fall a couple of points, right? So there you go. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. I hadn't looked at FAMI in a while. Let's do a little FAMI. All right, so there's a marijuana bill. They're trying to incentivize states through a DOJ program. Congress is. So just letting you know on the marijuana. So you might look at your pot stocks. All right, FAMI's just doing what FAMI does. That's base out. There's nothing good about that, man. And there's been nothing good about it since maybe late October. There was a pump. So there you go. It's at 24 cents. It's up 364. It's a cheap stock. It's got a small float. It could pump at any time. I'm not saying it can't, but it's China. It's basing out. There's so much risk there. Penny stock, small float, China, geopolitical risk, right? It's 24 cents. So there's a reason that at one point it was 240, right? And now it's 24 cents. There's a reason. And that was back in March, right? Bad stocks do this. Bad management teams make stocks do this, period. Like sleep there. That family is just that. Like, where do you even get long at this? Get long at 67 cents. There you go. At 67, it'll jump to 80 fairly quickly. But you know what? Alert me when it gets back to 67 because it's not getting there anytime soon. But I appreciate you, man. I'm new. Can you give me one stock to get? You know what? Again, not financial advice. None of this is. But the stocks that we like are the semis, NVIDIA, AMD. We like LAC not having a good day today. We like Costco. We like LNG. We like CSX. We like Enphase. ENPH is a good one. And we like RBLX Roblox. So those are the ones that we like right now. Again, you like to see them in breakouts. A lot of them are doing a tad bit of a pullback. Clearly, the entire market is, right? So watch for that. So the Omicron is really becoming, I don't think it's much more than the common cold. You're going to get sick. It's more infectious, but you're not going to go to the hospital. There's mild symptoms. The WHO, who nobody even trusts the WHO, the World Health Organization, said this themselves. So I don't know why the market is making such a big deal of this. I really don't. Plug is heavy in the hydro. Yes, it is. Let me look at the hydro.
Ecosystem.
The hydrogen HJEN is that the one? Easter. So if you're an HGEN, just so you know, it's like it is at a almost at a sport. No, it is at a sport level. So it's down slightly today. I'd get long in that HJEN. I mean, it's really simple. 23. It's at 22 now. So, but it just doesn't move much. It goes between 19 and 26. It's done that since April. So there you go. ARC-F, dude. Oh my gosh. I am heavy ARC-F in my 401k, and I love me some Kathy Wood, but it's broke. Lower trend line like a week ago. I mean, what can you say? I mean, and it broke lower support at 45. It's now 44 today. It's barely up today. Where do you get long this again? You know, I could see you probably trying to get long above it. Again, it's got to beat the resistance above. Let's just call it 49. 49 is where you can get long again. You can get real long at 54, right? But it bumped around between 45 and 55 since really March. So ARC-F is a long-term hold to me. It's like Doge to me, right? Like I held Doge for 4 years before it did anything at all. Like, but ARC I got back in 2019. It's gone up big time. So ARC-K is their flagship. ARC-F, ARC-G, ARC-X. Is there ARC-E? I think. so yes, I'm in those heavily in my 401k, along with QQQ too, but along with SPY as well. So there you go. AMA has really dropped. Should I? So you're looking at AMA. Are you talking about ADA? AMA, I don't know what that is unless it's a crypto or it's here. Let me look on TradingView. AMA, it is. AMA. Are you talking about Applied Materials? What's it doing? Super Trend says sell, but it's not by much. As long as if you're talking about AMAT, again, Applied Materials, you stay long above 143. It's at 147. At 143, it's gonna. Well, let's call it 144. At 144, I would watch yourself. Where I get long again, I think where it kind of was yesterday. It went all the way up yesterday to 156. I think you can get long again at 151. So you're not too far away. If that's the one you're talking talking about Muhammad. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out. AMA. Yeah, I don't see an AMA. Are you talking about a crypto? I'm not even seeing it on the crypto. Here, hang on just a second. Nope, I don't see AMA. It's not. I got. Is it it's an Australian stock? I don't really do Australian stocks or I mean, if I'm looking at it here, let me normalize it. It's really basing out, bro. Like, how can you get long in this? Like, I wouldn't even get long in this till, I mean, you might even nibble at 52. You would then, at 58, you might start nibbling bigger. But, man, you really can't.
Close and balance,
I mean, it needs to really get above 79 before I think you can do it at that 62 mark. You can probably get long then, and that overhead supply is probably gone. So there you go. Appreciate it, man. Awesome. Yeah. Oh, HDRO. Let's look. HDRO. HDRO. Defiance Next Gen H2. That's interesting. Never heard of this. So this is the one, huh? Gen H2. This is nice. All right. So it is under what I would say is the support. It's gone lower before. So it bases out at 17. It's at 21. I'd start to get long again above 23. At that point, it's done this, and it's on its way back up. It's not a bad stock. You can get real long though. It's real simple in this way at 26. Relative strength's like it's been bad since mid-November. That's the thing. It's just in a 15-day downtrend. So there you go. I would really wait on this stock. Yeah, I'd really wait to that 26, 25 range to really start getting long. There you go. Pfizer, PFE. PFE it is. It's Pfizer. Woo! You gotta stay long. I'd be buying a little bit of that dip here. I really would. I mean, you can't beat that. It's at 62 relative strength. It is looking good. It is. I mean, it's got support at 50. You're at 52. It's got major support at 50, though. Major support. You got the 20-day there, and you've got the August and the mid-August high that it hit a couple times there. So at 50, you get major support. You can see an all-time high in Pfizer real soon. You just got to stick with it. That might get a little bumpy, though, with all this Omicron. We can solve it. We can't solve it. It's going to take us 90 days to get out of a new vax or a booster. You know, I mean, you can't even keep track of it now. It's crazy. Like, do they not understand what common people go through here? What's up? That one will break out. Yes. You like Driv? What's up with Driv? DRIV. Do I know DR? Oh, better one, or at least a better chart. I don't know what goes into it. I need to look at Yahoo Finance. I'm not looking at that right now. What I'm looking at is the chart. I'd stay long above 29.50. It's at 30 right now. I need to see it above 31 for me to start nibbling again. All-time highs at 32.40. So you're not too far away from that. You've got a lot of supply between literally 29 and 27. A lot of supply that it would have to eat through. So again, stay long above that 29. It's at 38 right now. Just have a couple of candles above, daily candles above that 31. I think you'll be fine. There you go. Gala, just stay long. It's been good to us all year. Tim Maxey, what's up, brother? LKCO, doing a lot of stocks today versus cryptos. It's not basing out, but it's real close. It's at 87. The base would be 71. It's in a bad way, man. I don't know what they do. It's China. It's geopolitical risk. There's probably some discord. It's got a big float. It's 50% insider owned. I do like that, but it's like, it's a penny stock in China. unless you have a Discord, its relative strength has not been above 50, except once or twice for a day or two since, God, no, go back further, July. Like they're 70% of the market is doing better than LKCO. So unless you know some from a Discord or a Reddit, which you probably do, that's why you asked about this. I have no idea what's going to do. I'm just looking at price. If you want to know where to get long, you can start to nibble at 128, and then you can get real long. This is pretty defined here at 185 at $1.85. Again, very, very risky stock there. There you go. Appreciate you though. That is Infant 1497. AMD versus we think. I think they're both very, very good. I like I like the Metaverse. I just don't think it's. I mean, they're great stocks. RBLX. I'm looking at that one really quick. So if I'm deciding today, I'm with AMD just because RBLX once a growth stock, it's taking it on the chin as of yesterday, big time. So if I'm right now today, AMD for sure. But I like them both. Let me be clear. So I think you can buy the dip in both of these. So again, not financial advice, just what I would do. That is Fast Market. Thanks, brother. Shout out Disney. We did this morning. Disney is just in a bad situation. I don't know what's going on. It's up 3.5 today. It based out yesterday. Good God, man, this thing is. So,
U.S. Department of Agriculture announcing hemp policy changes to improve insurance coverage for producers.
All right, so the Department of Agriculture is announcing hemp policy changes to help the pot growers. So there you go. All right, so if I'm looking at Disney, I am. First of all, it's got to start going sideways. Then it's got to start going up. I can't mess with this, man. I'm just telling you, I can't. It's just down. Like the last 15 days, there's been 4 green days. 4 in 15 set sessions. If it gets back up to let's just call it 163. I think you can get longer there. And then there is a huge gap all the way to probably 170-ish. Huge gap. So, but it's got a long way to go. And that thing's an aircraft carrier. How big is that now? $260 billion, $250 billion company, and it's going the wrong way. Player, it needs to make a reverse. Maybe today was the start of it. We'll see. The relative strength has been below 30 for literally mid-November or since mid-November. So there you go. That's Disney. There's better vector. There's better. There's just better trades out there right now. If you hold it, you're holding it to the grave here because that looks like where it was going. So crypto Gala is good to hold. Yes, absolutely. Gala is one I can show you on the stock. Where is Gala right this second? Let's look. What you guys have to remember about crypto, they say it's volatile. Well, yeah, it's volatile, but it's really not if you take into consideration. It trades 5x as much as the stock market does a week, right? So it's not, on a relative basis, it's not even volatile. Oh, yeah, dude. Gala is bad A. So it's at 58 right now. You stay long above 50 for sure. It is in, let me look, it's in a little bit of a downtrend here. Let me look. Since when did that start? Since, what is that? The 24th. It's been a little bit of a downtrend. I'd stay long. Here's where we have the Fibonacci extensions on Gala. It was at 71 there. So we have it. It's in no man's land. So as long as it stays above 59 cents is what we have here. We have a target of 92 cents. 92 cents is our target. It's in no man's land. Stay long above 59. At that point, you may see it go all the way back down to 39. So be very careful of GALA. It breaks to 59. There you go. Lucid's, it's a hold, but I'd stay long though. LKCO just did. XRP, Yoon's boss. XRP broke one. XRP is about one thing. You got to win the lawsuit. You win the lawsuit, you may see all-time highs. You'll definitely see $3. So that's XRP. Big fan of XRP. Not XRP Army fan, but I am a fan, and I do hold a bag. So there you go. Can you check out PLA? I absolutely can. What's up with PLA? I did it this hang on just a second. Sorry, I got to get on the right. PLA, you want to see PLA USD. Yeah, you stay long here. It's a hold. It's just been a couple days, right? When it went out October-ish. Has a little bit of a pump here. I think you can be nibbling here, but it gets above $3 though. I go real long. I've got it at $2.33 above $3. I go real long because it's going to be hitting. Something's going off hard, guys. All right, CNTX is going hard right now. CNTX is pumping. So is FGEN, AEI, CODK. These are all after hours, so you got to be on a platform that you can trade. Tom's is now pumping as well. Look at that. PANW is at an all-time high. That's STRN. All right, let me just turn her off. There you go. That's how we use. It's so funny things pump after hours too. Makes me laugh. All right, what we're doing? We're doing what? I'm sorry. I'll do HUD 8 in just a second. PLA. Yeah. So I think it's a solid hold above 3. You go real long. You start buying again. Again, not financial advice. That's just what I would do. AAL. American. Let's see what we're doing here with American. COVID recovery play. It's just not recovery, man. It's gone to depths of hell. You can start to nibble back again once it defeats, let's call it 1850. You can start to nibble, but you really need to get it back above 2022. Above 2022, look out. Now we're talking, but it's just not a good trade. The relative strength's 35. So it did have a hell of a day today, 7%. So congratulations to you if you were still in. So let's again above 1850 is where I would start to nibble back in again. There you go. Shout out to Haya, love it. MMAT, you really need to get into the into our Telegram. I got a guy that loves the mat. I do not. It's basing out. Well, it's not basing out, but it's getting close. It was down again today. It should have been up. Man, I don't know what to tell you here. It hadn't pumped a lot. Doesn't have a small float. It's 9% inside our own, which is good. Where do you get long here? Like you can't get. It's at 334. You can't get long for 100%. Like $6. Like $6. I know guys that have ridden this all the way down. At some point, look, guys, you can't let a trade become an investment. You just can't, right? If you get down 7-10%, you got to take the L. At some point, you take the L, right? Look, we don't buy low, sell high here. We buy high and we sell higher, right? Stock is here. It dips and it goes down and it goes sideways and it comes back up to this level. Once it hits here and breaks out, that's where you buy. That's the dirty little secret of Wall Street, right? It's not about buying, oh, look at me, I'm getting a great price. Anything can go to zero. Everything is if it has a price, it is a risk asset. Let me just tell you that now. It's a risk asset. If the price goes up and down, you see these clowns on CNBC. Oh, it's a risk asset. If it's in the stock market for sure, everything's a risk, right? Even the megas can drop on you, right? Typically, they probably won't, right? Literally, Apple was holding the market up 2 days ago. Crazy. All right. Did AAL. We did Drive Space. Ooh, I hadn't seen that one in a while. I hadn't seen Kathy buying this one too, and it's gone to the depths of hell as well. Not basing out. Well, it is basing. No, it's not basing out. It's close though. Man, I don't know. Like you probably know more than me about this stock. Here's my problem with it. Not only is it literally doing this, not Of all the buys and sells, 95% are sells. Sell. Insiders are selling. So that should tell you something there. I cannot tell anybody to get in the stock. If you're in this stock now, your last line of defense might be 14.50. After that, it could literally drop to 12.10, 0. So they need another rocket launch is what they need. So where do you get long? Like if you want my where my TA expertise here, you might try to get long at 27. Again, that's almost 100% move. So that's just not a good trade. But you probably know more about it than me. I'm not saying it's a bad stock. What I'm saying is it's a bad chart though. But it could pump at any time. I'm sure that's what the Discord is telling you. Matt's kind of the same way. HUD 8. Let's go HUD. HUD is one of the ones that really does follow Bitcoin. It did kind of broke it today. What the hell is Bitcoin doing today? Why did it go down so far? So Bitcoin is at 57. Oh, it went to 56 is why. It's not good. In fact, it just hit 56.9. So that is what HUD is following. So here's how we play HUD. First of all, it's got support at 1080. It is at 1043. So it's broken its support level there, not by much. So you just need to watch it. But it went all the way down to $10, well below support, and it didn't finish up too well. So tomorrow you're gonna have to watch this. You could. If it gets above where it was today at 11.50 is where I'd start to really, you might start to add there, but I'd be more safe at 12.50ish. You could jump in there. That's above the 50-day. That's above the trend line, and really the only thing you got left to beat, besides some supply back in November, would be the 20-day at 13.50. Right. So let's just call it here. Let's just call it 12.20 is where I get long. Yeah, this stock is it's been a good stock, man, for a long time, and you're not too far from that. I actually like the I like to play the crypto stocks because they're real simple. Because crypto trades 24/7. We all know that, right? So you can look before you go to bed if Bitcoin's doing this, right? And what the trend is, right? You can wake up at 4 o'clock and see what what is Bitcoin doing. You will then know what Hut and Mara and Riot and all those boys are probably going to do that day. They may not pump, but they may go 3, 4, 5, 6% though. I actually like Mara. I like Hut too. It's just they're just getting beaten down. 1 Bitcoin, 2 Omicron. Well, let me restate that. Somehow Bitcoin is not resistant to the Omicron FUD, which I kind of get. Here's the reason why. Institutional investors. The more we see institutional investors get in Bitcoin, yeah, it's going to go up, but they also see that as a far more risky asset, so they take money out of that first, right? Then they take money out of equities, right? So Bitcoin's the first one to see outflows from the institutions when they need to get liquid. All right. That being said, here is Mara. Mara is at $49. You can't get long in Mara till 57. You're not too far away from that. It is literally going sideways, and that's okay, and that's pretty cool. Actually, this is a better chart. The relative strength's 50. So, but 57 is where I start adding a little bit. There's a big gap, and there's not a lot of supply above that too. So you'll see it run very quickly, probably within 2 or 3 weeks, back up to $80. But it's really got to get, once it hits 60 and clears that 20-day, look out. I like the Mara. 94 clips. Shout out to you, brother. I got in ISBC, man. I'm in trouble. Oh, dude. So are you? How much trouble are you in? Like, if you I don't know when you got in at, right? If you're telling me you're in trouble, man, you just got to take the L here. I would, not financial advice, bro. I'm not telling you what to do. I don't know how big your position is. I will tell you it's got a little bit of relative strength at 56. That is coming down too, though. The last 30 days clearly, have killed you. I think if you have any profits left, or you can take the L, it needs to start going sideways and then back up, man. That's the way that I'd play it. It was down 12 today. It looks like it was down 12 yesterday too. It's got a small float. It's 5 million share float. It could pump at any time. Again, not trying to be a sunshine pumper, but you might hold on here and just see. But understand, you got to look at the pre-market. If the pre-market's bad again, you got to jump out, man. You got to take, at some point, people, you take the L, and you live to fight another day. That's where it is. Hey, we'll go back. Yes, I completely agree. So will DAL as well. Got it. LGVN stock, please. LGVN. Again, you're probably going to know more about this because it's been a nice little meme stock. It's gone really good. Last 5 days of it's gone from what, literally 40 to 18 in 4 days. Not good. So same exact thing here, man. I think you take if you're in profits, you take them. It's doing this. It needs to do this and get back to going this way, right? And it's just not doing that, right? And maybe no fault of its own. Again, biotech is the most catalyst-driven stocks that there is, period. That's why you see hedge funds trading biotechs, because why? They can insider trade on that stuff easily, right? It's a much easier trade for them when they're trading on insider information, like a FDUFA date, what they're going to do, what's the FDA going to do, what is the efficacy of a drug 3 days before it's actually announced, right? And those guys get that all the time. They work their back channels, whatever. Point here is LGVN. If I'm you, I take profits. It's going the wrong way. But again, you probably know more about this, what's going on in a Discord. So there you go. That's all I can give you. User 43. OCUP. What up, OCUP? What is OCUP? Pharma. Not basing out. Not great though. So I'm not even sure if y'all can see it, but this is what I call basing out, right? Like literally going to the depths of hell. It just has not gotten. It will pump on you. It's got a small float, and insiders are buying. So if you're in a Discord that's saying, yeah, this is not a bad stock. Okay, it's a terrible stock. But yes, could it pump? Absolutely. So what would I do with this stock? If it were me, I start nibbling above 5 and then above 550. No, let's just say 6. Above 6, I get back real long. But it's literally doing this. It needs to do this before I get back in. So shout out to Carla. Appreciate you being here. Can we see your setup? Yeah, I've got the Bloomberg over here. Right? Screen, and then I've got so that computer behind me is not on Wi-Fi, it's not on anything. What do you think I put there? That's right. You'll never get to it, right? No Wi-Fi, the only thing that's plugged in is power. So that's it. So what's up, 994 Clips? Want to know the G2? What's the best day of trading? Oh, that's a good question. What's my best day of trading? So in YOLO Hour one time, so I used to have YOLO Hour on YouTube. I get far more traction here on TikTok. Do go follow me on YouTube. I'm streaming this right now. What's up, Chris Cook? What's up, Dom? Yeah, did you like the cover up? I did in YOLO one time. We did 1,500 in 1 hour. So, and that was real money. So that was one time in YOLO a couple months back, right? So again, we weren't using the AI then, but YOLO is anything that starts to pump, we just get in. Typically, we lost money, right? $50 here, $20 there, $15. But there were days, $25, $100, $500. I think my best day was probably 1,500. Now, if you want to go back a couple years, I've had $10,000 days before. Yeah. But again, to get those, you got to trade heavy. like $100,000 position heavies, right? So, but those were rare, man, very, very rare. So understand that, like day trading is not where it's at. You'll sleep better at night swinging. I promise you. So there you go. What's up? Is it Relo? Any hope for there's no, like, I can't tell you that, Steve. Again, this is not financial advice. I just know what it's doing this, man. So take some profits if you still got them. If you don't, take the L for now. Let it do this and then get back up. If you're really convicted in the stock, don't write it down. Don't let the trade turn into an investment. That's what a lot of guys do. Don't do that. Don't be that guy, right? Don't do it, man. Because we've all been there, believe me. Then the launch and Branson sells more stuff. Yeah. So the only way space is going to go up to me is a launch. Now, maybe you know something more from a Discord, some inside information on some subreddits that somebody knows someone that works for the company. That's the only thing that I would say, right? But the catalyst, the big catalyst is going to be him launching rockets, right? There you go. There's a guy there, 94 Clips, trying to help you out there, bro. How do I get to your Telegram? So if you click on my profile, there is a link tree. Boom, you'll see the Telegram. We've got about 550 in there. I really don't promote it that much. It's mostly me just giving you stats of the day, news. Here's some stocks you might look at because the charts are doing this. So there you go. Take the L. Bought HUD 8 on the way up, down ever since 4,500, bro. What are you doing? I can't tell you what to do, bro. Let me look at HUD again. Where did you buy it? Here, let me help this guy out. You bought HUD 8. Man, I mean, it's been going up since literally mid-June. Sorry, mid-July. I don't know where you bought this at, but you're not too far. And look, this is not financial advice. Here's what I would do. I might hold here. Again, but if it breaks down more tomorrow, I'd probably get out. Like it was down 10 today. It was down 10 the day before that, it looks like. And then it was really down 10 the day before that, but it climbed back up, right? It still finished down for the day. But gosh, man, it's a bad candle too. That candle went all the way down to 10. Tell you, if it goes to 10, you got to jump out, take the L. It sucks. You can write off on your taxes. That's the safe saving grace against your gains. Hopefully, you've got gains in like crypto or something else. So IOVA, that's one I have not done in a while. IOVANCE, yeah. And I don't know why. All right, so it is basing out. Well, it's not basing. It's trying to. 1630 is the base. It's at 17.6. It's just going sideways, so it's not the worst, right? There's been worse, but it's clearly defined where you get long in the stock. It's in a downtrend now, but 27. I know that's a long way. That's a 30% move, and it's got no relative strength. 24 doesn't have a small float. Not really. It does have a nice 39 price target, which was put on it in June, but that's back in June. Yeah, there's nothing you can do here. You might start to nibble above 20, but get real long at 27, and there's not a lot of supply left going back past. All that supply is back in May, which is probably gone by now. So there you go. DraftKings, there's nothing I can say about DraftKings. Love the stock. I've got exposure to the stock through, I believe, ARK. It's just, it's not even a hold for me. It's just not. I don't know how these gaming stocks are doing so terrible. No idea. So, but I've seen the chart. It's bad. Wait till it comes back up. If you really want here, DKNJ and G. Hang on. DraftKings. Where would I get long again, man? This is going to rock you to the core. I wouldn't even get long in this stock till it's above the bull bear pivot of 52. It's at 31. It's basing out. It's literally going. It looks like it's going to zero. It was up in a good day. It was up 0.2%. 0.2. So I mean, you can't even get long. Like it's got to go above the bull bear pivot. It's 53ish. There you go, man. 53, and you're a long way from it. What is that? That is literally a 40% move. So sorry, Grant. That is what it is. RYCE. Don't even know what that is. And is that new? Did it just come out? Is that why I don't see it? RYCE. It is. Oh, it's Rolls. Yeah. Oh, it's the Rolls Royce guy again. All right, here we go. We're all on the daily. On the. All right. So good news. Stay long above 165, which you're doing. It's at 169 now. The post is up in after hours. Super Trend says sell it. I'm telling you to hold it. The technicals are saying neutral. So it's a hold. It's not a buy. I mean, it needs to continue to do. It literally did this, and then one of the few did this right since the 15th, and now the last 30 days it's done this. So there's something going on there. I don't know what it is. You probably know more about it than me, but it's a hold for me. It's a hold till you get above. Let's just call it 180. You get above 180, which is not too far away. Bam. You can now you're back in the trend line, and you're at least it would be a big uptrend. So yeah, 180 is where I get long, but right now that's a hold. There you go. Appreciate you guys. Thoughts on the it's still a hold, bruh. You tweaking? You've been going since yesterday in the same club. I did. So it's not the same clothes, right? Not the same shirt. It is the same. These little. Now this is not a promo, but I love these guys. So it's a rowback, right? I don't know if you see this, right? So they're like this. It's real thin, but I've got about these 6 different clothes. Six different. What do they call these? Pullover, but it's not even a sweater. I've got red and gray and dark blue, light blue. Love them. So and they've done well for me in the spring and summer. But yeah, man, shout out to I've been rolled. Dogecoin thoughts. Dogecoin. Let's look at Dogecoin. Dogecoin, I'm playing it the way that I played it for 4 years. I bought more. Well, I sold, right? Did that little stock. Sold at 27. Sold way too early, but I had held for 4 years. Dogecoin on the daily. Let me compress it. I don't know, man. Doge it's going sideways. It's not killing you. Where you might jump out is 16. It's at 21 now. 21 is where I bought back in at, so it's not hurting me right now. I did not risk much. I only risk what I can lose. The technicals say sell, but the super trend says sell too. But it's going sideways to me, it's a hold. I think let's let Elon, let's let alt season get here. Let's let Elon just any tweet will send this up. Probably past 31, probably past 34. So and if it goes past 34, now we're in an uptrend. So there you go. Doge is a hold, but again, not financial bias, but understand it's typically those like Shiba. Cat Girl, Hero, all of those are asymmetrical trades. Asymmetrical trades is be prepared to lose it all or be prepared to absolutely see it rise considerably, right? Which is what Doge did for a lot of people. In fact, I know a guy, he's holding 6 million, well, maybe not now. Well, yeah, because I met him back in October. So he's holding 6 million of Doge still did not sell. So that's conviction. I'm not saying do that. What I am saying though is watch it. Thoughts on block, you mean, instead of square? Just so you know, I am long square, been long square a long time. So I've been long square for like 2 years. So almost since its IPO, and look, it's just I'm not happy about this chart at all. Like I didn't know it had gotten this bad. Thought it was going sideways. I was wrong. So here you go. It needs to get above 200 for me to do it. Right now, I should be selling. In fact, I will look back at when I got in, which is going to be back here in the 40s. I've lost that much. Wow, that sucks. All right, so I would, and that, oh, that's not, no, I've lost more. Great. Phenomenal. 200, yeah, it needs to get above, so the resistance, the support now turns into the resistance, needs to get above 200. Even then, I wouldn't even play with it. You might play with it. This is pretty well defined too. At the 220, let's just call it 220-ish mark. Relative strength's been sliding since the 1st of November. Under 50 is now 25. It's in a bad way. What is going on with the fintechs? Again, small caps are being hit hard. Square's clearly not a small cap. Not by the traditional definition. It's 91 billion. God Lord. Dorsey's now full time. Better. I mean, seriously, he needs to nut up here. Let's go. Shout out to ZB Johnson. What's up? Hello there. Thoughts on HUD 8? I just had my thoughts on HUD 8. I think it's a hold. Just know you're below the trend line that will now. So at 1090-ish was support, now is your resistance. So I would like to see it get a nice green daily candle above $12, and then you can start to nibble. Actually, let's make it 1220-ish. You can start to nibble back again. It was just there 2 days ago, so it's not like that's a long way off, right? So the relative strength has been really good up until mid-November. It was above 50 for a long time. So, plus watching Bitcoin, if Bitcoin pumps, HUD 8's going to the moon too. So, AMC, I'm not buying more. No, just so you know. Appreciate you guys. The win didn't stand a chance. I thought on RSR. What is RSR? Is that a crypto, I'm guessing, or let me see. RSR is it's a crypto. Let me get it in USD, give you a better read on it. Can I get it? It's a perpetual contract. USDT BitBuy. Oh, it just came out. Did it just come out? Can't give you much on it. I don't know anything about it. I was just reading about VSS today and how Crow and VSS are really doing some good things. I can't tell you I'm long VSS because I own none, but I will tell you that I like what they're doing, so I'm going to look into it tonight. It looks like you can buy VSS on Crow, on crypto.com Crow, which is in a nice little pump too. Nice little uptrend there. And I think that I will start taking down some VSS. It looks like the staking rewards are fairly good, and they're not letting whales in because you can only buy, is it 500 a day? I think that's what I read, or it might even be a little bit less. It might be 300 a day. But anyway, that's how they keep the whales out. So love it. So it can't be manipulated like a lot of these cryptos can. As far as RSR goes, I have no idea, man. You know more about this than me. I have zero idea what this thing's about or have I read on it. So there you go. Appreciate you, man. Square is the new JPM. I think Square could be the new JPM. But hey, JPM, just so we're clear, JPM is a bellwether and has a better chart right now. And if it gets above 167, it's at 161 now. I mean, it's all-time highs at 172. 167, it's in a breakout again. So JPM the financials are look. Financials would, if the world is ending, know this one thing: financials will not be doing good. Regional banks are doing well. JPM is doing well. There's a couple large cap banks that are doing well. If those are all doing well, the world is not ending, right? If the dollar's strong, the world is not going to end. What's funny is the dollar's strong and gold was going up, right? Which you never see. That is so 2021, right? Shout out to Shovelop. AMC buy more not here, bro. You just can't. I don't know what I mean, it was up 6 days, but yesterday was down what, 15? If I'm being honest with you, again, not financial advice. This is what I do. I can't even get long in this until 4:45, and that would be a big move, right? That would be literally a 30% move, 25+% move, right? So you can start, 45, but then, I mean, you just got all that supply to work back through. Like, those guys are diamond hands, those are apes. I'm sure you are too. I'd stay out on the Reddit boards and the Discords. But this thing's gone the wrong way. I think that right now you're seeing if the diamond hand is going to end, it may have done it yesterday. We'll see. But it was up six today. So, the thing that's killing you right now, insiders are selling. A lot of insiders are selling. 75% of all insider trades are sells. Just so you know. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you too. H-Bar, it's a hold right now till I buy it. Thanks, sir. Appreciate you. AL is we did that one. Let me get the one I hadn't done. Corey, what's up? That is the IOE. Is it IO? It's IO. Is it IOETX? IOT. IOT. Yeah. Yes. So it's IOTX. Just so you know. Yeah. So I looked at this one before. It's at 15 right now, almost 16 cents. What's the year look like? Yeah. So this one's simple. You stay long above 13 cents. It's at 16 now. It is in a downtrend for the last month. It's making lower highs. So watch out for it. But yeah, you can stay. I mean, there is a shot here. Well, that's on the 1 month. Yeah, stay long above that 13. At 13, man, you're gonna have to jump out though. I don't own this. But it's certainly the pump is over. It did do a dead cat bounce too. So this thing could really be going the wrong way. It's up 5 today though, so it's got the relative strength. It's number 83, so it's moved up. So that's a hold right now for me. If I were trading it would be a hold for me. So there you go. We've gone an hour and a half here, loving it. Thanks for the Docu a buy. I did this the other day. I don't remember what. No, I get it. Last 3-4 trade sessions. It's not a buy right now. In fact, it just beat. So its support was at 236-ish. It is at 233. So that support is now turned into resistance, and you need to get above that before I would do anything at all. I'd really wait and get above. It's not definitely defined. I'd get above that 200 bull bear, which is at 252. Right, get above that, and then that's when I start buying. But understand you got a lot of supply above that though too. So if I'm being honest with you, bro, I would. Gosh, dog, there's no real definition here. I guess you could probably say at 282 you can start get big. I mean, it had multiple tops going back to July, August, September, never broke through. So. It does look like there's a line at 285. Let's just call it 285. That's where you get real long. The supply gets real thin. Then you can see it go back to those all-time highs within a month or two. But you got to get through all this trash right now. So once it gets past the 252 mark, you could see a lot more green days than what you're seeing now. Again, if the macro does not kill us, if this Omicron doesn't kill us all, that's what I would do with the DOC-U. Appreciate you being here, man. That is Wealthy. Is it Wealthy? Nice, bro. What we talking about, gang? We talking stocks, crypto, whatever you want to talk. American Airlines, we did that one earlier. I'll do it for you again really quick. It is basing out. It's not in a good place. It did go up today. It based yesterday. The wick was bad today though too. The wick, the lower wick based. You can't do anything to this. So you had support at 1850-ish. That's now turned into resistance. So you could probably start adding back when it gets above that. It's at 1742, so another buck at 1850-ish. Start adding back, but I would not get long in this, or I wouldn't even. At 22.20, you can start. Like I would start buying this. You can get long in the stock. There you go. CCL is Carnival, same as American, man. So it 1990, let's just call it $20 was the support line. It broke that five sessions ago. It's in a bad way. You can't do anything until it gets above that. Actually, if it gets to like 1880, you'll see it go directly. I mean, there's a big gap there, right back to 20. So you can make some money there. But I really wouldn't jump back in. Gosh, I wouldn't even do 20. Like, because there's so much supply above it. Like 24 might be where I get back in. 20, let's call it 25 because that. So you're at 24. It looks like you're beating the bull bear pivot. Sorry, at 25ish, 25.01. In fact, you're beating the bull bear pivot of the 200-day. That's where I would jump back in. You're not too far from that, but it just doesn't move around a lot, right? I mean, it's gone from 31. Now it's gone down. Before today, it moved between 20 and 31, so it wasn't just huge moves. I guess that's 30%, but still. There you go. Appreciate it. Doc is at 177 after hours. Nice. Let me look at the DOC-U. You want DOC-U, right? I'm guessing that's what you want. Let's see it. But Supertrend's got it as a sell right now. Just so you know. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. T Dizzy, what's up, brother? Think Diz will go down more. I mean, it's in a bad trend. So yeah. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know how the Omicron is killing Disney, but it is. Disney's got streaming. They've got so many revenue streams. I don't know why. It's just it's literally in the tank. It's probably the worst it's ever been, at least the past 2 years, right? So there you go. What about ASM in crypto? ASM? Are you talking about ASM? The gold mines. So if you're talking about that one, is there? Let me look at crypto. Is there ASM in crypto? I don't even know if there is. You want to go with the Assemble protocol? We can do that one. Let me know on which one you want to do. Sunday. Oh yeah, ASM crypto. It's bad, bro. It's very, very bad. It's trying to make a comeback. I will give it that. It tried valiantly. Like you can't even get long in this thing until 50. Like, okay, so the rule of thumb. So this is for Corey. You probably know. You got to be, and this is for stocks and crypto. You got to be above your first half highs, right? The first half of the year highs to get real long, right? This one in March, right before March, so late February, it goes to 55, right? It sits today at 13. Now you tell me, is that a good stock? You could probably start to nibble at 20 cents. So I nibble back, but again, it's in a downtrend for a month. It's the 3 month was not bad to you, but the last month has been really bad. So it just continues to make higher lows, and that's not good. So that is the assemble protocol. But again, I don't hold that. I have no idea what's going on with it. It could pump at any time. Any crypto could. So there you go. This is CB 00 Lumpy. Sundial's in a bad way, man. It was a SNDL. POS stocks today got a little boost. They got a little boost. They should be after hours. It should have a boost as well. Let me look. No, it's down after hours. Damn it. It based out yesterday, man. It's up basically 5%. Where do you go? I mean, it had a little pump in November with that little Republican bill they put out there. I'm not even sure where that's at. I don't even think and it pumped pretty quickly. So that's the thing, man. Once it clears 81 cents, it's going to roll, and that's what it did. In fact, once it cleared 73 cents, it gapped all the way up to 81, and that day it went to 92. So any good news is going to pump this, but I thought we had good news today. The problem with this one is 20 billion outstanding shares. Like, what the hell? 20 billion outstanding shares, right? And the insider ownership is less than 1%. It's just not a good stock, man. It is not a good year for the POS stocks. Last year was, because I was in some. I was not in this one. It's seen better days, brother. I cannot, again, not financial advice, but it is what it is, man. It's a bad stock. Thoughts on Crow? Stay long. It's a hold right now, but where is crypto today? The Crow is at, I like what they're doing with BVS too. The Crow is now at number 14 at 69, and it needs to defeat for us to get real long on Crow. So it's in no man's land between the 261 extension, fib extension, and the 423 extension. That's 53 cents and 81 cents. So it's in. You can kind of, I'd nibble here, but above 81, we're going long. We're looking at a price target in 1 to 3 months above 81 at $1.26. That would be the 685 Fibonacci extension. So there you go. PayPal we did. We'll do it just one more time. PYPL. It's a lot of stocks are like this, man. Circles don't like. Here's the thing. This one you can't even like. It's so broken. Like it's kind of going sideways a little bit, or is it right? Tell you a little trick here. If it gets to 217, if it gets back to 217, it'll run all the way to 226 very quickly. But I would tell you can't get long in this until 230. So that's the major. It was major support. Now it's major resistance. So that's just where it's at, man. It's not like you're 40 points from that, and I don't see PayPal. I mean, it did that in basically a month, right? So it's going to take a month to get back there. So if you're in that stock and you're holding, maybe I don't know if you're positive or not, or how much you're down, but that stock is not. It's still going the wrong. Even though it had a good day today, it's still going the wrong way. And PayPal shouldn't, right? I mean, Omicron you wouldn't think would affect it. Now the macro markets will. But anyway, above 230, you can start to nibble. Once you get above the 270-ish mark, here I can tell you exactly. Above the 277 mark, you can get as long as you want. There is nothing above that except a little bit of supply. There you go. Appreciate it. Again, not financial advice, just the way I play it. Appreciate you guys. I really do, man. The heck happened to the wall above your head? It's not a wall. That's actually a window. I'm in a 1940s warehouse. That's a glass block window, and then I've got the HAS and the servers there, right? But so that's actually like a painting. No, it's not a pain. It's more of a, what do you call that? Anyway, that's my DNA from like 8 years ago. When it was cool to do something like that, I had that done. That's what that is. ESPN, shout out, brother. Love it. ESPN is a fan. Nice. Thank you, Corey. Appreciate you, brother. Solana, stay long. I mean, Solana is one of the breakout stars of the year. I got Solana right here. So what's it at today? Let me just look real quick. 241. It's relative strength. This goes up 8% today, along with Cardano. Relative strength is good. 8%. Dang, it's really good today. All right. So 241. It is, if you're, so it's in kind of no man's land, what I like to call, but stay long above 183. Clearly it's above that. I would be accumulating slowly here, but once it hits the 295, we get real long. 295 is a 7601 Fibonacci extension at $295 in USD. Go long, and we got a price target in 1 to 3 months of 477. I actually think, I'll be real honest with you. I hold a nice bag. It's not a huge bag of Solana. I didn't get in until like late, like 40. But I will tell you this. I think Solana is $1,000 coin. I really, really do. Especially if Ethereum can't get their crap together. It looks like Vitalik has stepped in, trying to help the ETH fees. He's proposed some that the gas fees that he's proposed something to something to do with the blocks. I'm not sure what. Clearly, it's very technical if he's involved. I don't know if the miners are going to like that. I'm not sure if they're going to pass that because they're getting rich right now, right? So off of all these NFTs. So HPIL. What is HPIL? Do I know that one? It is a crypto for sure. I need to get the right screen. HPIL. Boom. HPIL. That was OTC. What's up? Nice little base out here. Let me normalize. We are not basing actually. 17 cents would be basing. It's up in after hours. No idea what this does. It's a bad stock. Where would I get long? It's very well defined. Here it is. You get long at 4.5 cents. No, I'm sorry, 0.0046. God dang, that's a true penny stock, man. Yeah, so that's it. You get long above 0.0046. It is at 0.0025. So tough one. That is pack rat. Space is just it's just letting another rocket go off, and then we'll look about even trying to nibble there. Macy's, what's a good one? Macy's was doing really good, man. Macy's was doing really, really good. Yeah, dude, look at this chart. I know this is backwards. I'm not sure if you guys can see it or not, but look, this is June, August, October, and then bam, mid-November. I hope you hadn't written this thing down. So you've got support at 25, 23, you're at 27. So understand where you're at. So this thing went up like this, it's coming down like this. Omicron clearly has tanked it. I mean, literally in the last, let's call that, 8 sessions, it's been 3 greens, and the greens hadn't been great. So I'd stay long, but man, I'd really watch it at that 25 level. I'm not sure where you got in at. Again, that would where would I get long again? Clearly defined 31, 32ish is where I get long. Again, you're too far away from that, and that'll get you above the 50. You're right on the 50 day right now. 50-day SMA is right at that 2770 is where you're at, and the 20-day is above that 3150, and that's where I'd probably get long at, that 3150 mark. There you go. So long. You just stay long. DraftKings is just not a good stock, man. I don't know why. I've got exposure to it, and I just hate it. So DNT. What is DNT doing today? I'm gonna put it up on my trading view. DNT. DNT USD. Oh, it just came out. So it's just going sideways, right? Is that the right one? Here, let me make sure before I give you wrong info. I got District X, right? So yeah, it's been out a year. So it's going sideways. It's a hold. Again, you can't get long until the first half highs, which was 37. It's 17 now. It needs to go literally 100% up. It needs to 2x, right? So, yeah, again, I know nothing about this crypto. I don't hold it. I'm just seeing what it's doing now. It's just going sideways. I would tell you could probably get long though at 22 cents. You could try. That's where I'd start to nibble, right? But then once you get up into that $35 or 35-cent level, that's when we go long. So there you go. Appreciate it. Solana just stay long. Doc, you had earnings today, but going down big and after hours suck, man. Doc, and I've got exposure to that too. That's not a bad stock. That's a really good stock. It's a Kathy Wood stock too that was actually performing fairly well. Well, I mean, so that's still not the worst. Again. Here we go. The base support is 235, right? Let's just call it 235-ish. It's at 233. It needs to finish a daily candle above that. It just broke the church. Where would I get long it? I mean, here's the point where I get long. 267. That gets you above the 20-day, the 200-day bull bear pivot. It gets you above the 50-day. 267, and you've got some TA there as well. Lines that are drawn. 267 is where I would start to get real long again, and you could see the fourth multiple top very, very soon. That looks like it's about 310. Yeah, 310. So stock to move. Like in 4 months, it's gone from 310 to 233. So down close to 100 points. So, but anyway, there you go. That's Doc U. If you want to know. All birds. What is going on with the all birds? All birds. It is the bird. Man, it's just all these IPOs and the SPACs, except for DWAC, have just done not very well. It's basing out, man. This is not one that I would stay in. I have no idea what it's going to do. There's not a lot of TA here. You might try to get long above 20. It's at 1607. 1607 is where it sits today. At 20-ish is where I'd probably start to nibble again. But it just looks like in the last, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 session, it's been green 3 times. Not a good percentage, and therein lies the relative strength of 27. So there are 70% of all stocks are better than this one right now. That's Allbirds. What's up, TP Dizzy? Exit on EO. Well, if you saw ELY, so if you're watching my insider trade, it's a 1-day deal. So when it pumped this morning, and you had to get out. And EY, in fact, I've got it up right now. So let me tell you what it did. ELYS throughout the day, just so I know here. All right, yeah. So we got out. So it gapped up like at the start at 171. It climbed all the way to 10%, but we got out before that because it was just on a steep climb. So we only got, let me get my Telegram. I can tell you exactly what we got. Where's my, so ELYS, it grinded for 45 minutes, right? So from the 356 up to the 10%, almost 11%, it grinded up. That took it 45 minutes. We profited 5.5% is all. So it went up literally 10%, but we took profits because at 9:15, right, 45 minutes after the opening bell, it dropped back to 5.45. So you could have gotten out then. That's probably when I would have gotten out for sure. But we got out before it hit the high. It was going up at such a steep steep rate where like this is not. There's just no way it's going to keep that. So that's what's going on. So we got out. So remember, if you're following my insider trades, they're 1 day trades. That's it. You want to get to the high and get out. Like just get your 2, 3, 4, 5% and get out. That's the insider trading. That's just me doing it for 9 months now, right? Seven to 9 months. And that's what we found. Like it'll literally pump at the like these insider trades. Everybody follows them now, right? So it gapped up close to 2%, went to almost 11, and so you got to capture that, right? It's not gonna do much more than that. Very few of our trades have gone to like 20, 30%. Very few, right? So we get 2, 3, 4, 5%, but we're consistent though. So you're at after hours right now. You're up 1.13. You're down from the gap up. That sucks, dude. So let me look at the overall chart. It's just going well. Let me look at the big chart. It's literally on base support right now. That 350-ish, it's sitting on base support. So I'd wait for tomorrow, but don't be surprised. You would think it's up tomorrow. If the macro's up, it's going to be up. I would get out then. So I would hope that you had gotten out today because it did go. It went all the way to like 380, finished at 355. So there you go, man. Thinking about getting the Allbirds, I wouldn't do it yet. Again, not financial advice. I wouldn't do it yet, right? It's doing this. So, but again, it's a new issue. You do you. If you're on a Discord that's telling you there's some insider information, I would do what they are talking about. Typically, the insider information will lead, right? That's the catalyst. HUD-8 MAR buyer wait to. I would wait, man. Even though you might lose some profits, I would wait just to be sure because it could go down tomorrow. Literally, the spot price for Bitcoin that it cannot go under is 53,000. It goes under that. Our crypto plays, Coin, Mara, HUD, Hive, all those boys are going to be in a lot of hurt. Right now we've got Bitcoin right now. It's sitting at 56.9, 57, right? Let's just call it 57. So there you go. Appreciate you guys. All right, guys, I'm about to hop off. I love you guys. I'll do Lucid really quick. LCUD, or sorry, LCID. Sorry, Lucid. We like Lucid. I think you can stay long above 47. You can really stay long. I don't know when you got in, but you can stay long. You might nibble right here. In fact, tomorrow's going to be a big day for this, where I start to nibble against probably 52, get you back into that lower trend line, if you would. And there you go. The relative strength still very good. Still 55. It was 60 as of yesterday, even when it was down. I think you got a long EV stocks right now for sure. So appreciate you guys, man. You guys are awesome. What's up, Tim? Tim Vanderput, love it. Do want to now via or for FSR. I'll do it. Fisker. Fisker might be the exception, right? Not terrible. It's not the worst. It's at literally $19, $18.99. It needs to break that 20 for me to get. Yeah, this is pretty well defined, guys. 20. Let's just call it 2020. At 2020-ish is where I started getting long and pick it back up. I really would. That's not the worst trade. Relative strength's under 50, which is not good. I'd wait to see how it plays out tomorrow for sure, but I will tell you this: above that 2036 mark, that's the 20 day, which is where it bounced off today. So just so you know. So, all right, guys, I put in my 2 hours actually I did 11 to 12:15 Central Time, and then I just did 2 to 4. So that's about 3 hours and 15 minutes of going live. No earpiece, only this. Remember, guys, stocks that are doing this are much easier to buy the dip on. They're much easier on your stress level, and the probability that it continues to go up is far more than stocks doing this. Stocks that are doing this, you don't sleep well. It's far more stressful, and they typically continue to do this. Maybe they get a pump in there. Maybe they don't, right? You know, that's all catalyst driven. Your Reddits, your Discords will let you know that. But the way that we play it, we play with the math, man. That's what we play. We put together puzzles. We draw some lines. Sometimes they're squiggly lines. Whatever it is. With that being said, guys, I really appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you guys because you guys have been telling me for 2 days this VSS. I finally looked into it. I'll be buying tonight, and I think I can stake that too. So again, I need to look into it more. Just so you know, I'm long crypto. Hopefully, we're seeing the beginning of all season. That's what I'm hoping for here. And we all need to root for Bitcoin to get above 60. And then it will be on like Donkey Kong. So with that said, guys, I really appreciate you. I will be back here 11 tomorrow, I believe, 11 a.m. Central Time. I'll be back on here again. We'll do it all again. We'll talk crypto. We'll talk stocks. We'll talk little Omicron, little Dr. Fauci if you want to, whatever you want to talk. So with that being said, guys, watch your six. You go hard in the paint. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again, guys. Love you. Peace. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys here on YouTube. Most of you guys are gone by now. Yeah. I'm gonna say thanks all. Appreciate you, NASCAR, Chris Cook. Appreciate it, brother. Dom, it's always a pleasure. You know I love you guys, and you know YouTube's my number one. There's nobody even on here, but I appreciate it, guys. Thanks so